Deebo Samuel, just stay healthy. Just stay healthy. Just stay healthy. Just stay healthy this entire camp. I'm not worried about what you can do because we know what you can do when you're in this offense. It's fine. You got me to say something, about him that I probably shouldn't have said, but I kind of believe in a little bit of a way. But at the same time, I was
being a jerk that day.
No, that's fine.
I got you.
It works. You did get me, and that was a valuable lesson in media right there. Valuable lesson. No, it's fine. It's fine. I did believe that when I said it. I probably should have worded it a different way, but I am very interested to see that he.
No, it was 100% my fault because of the title. 100% my fault. I set you up. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Yes. It's fine. Like I said, it's media training right there, and boom, that's your first lesson.
80% of the comments probably were written by people who just saw the title and didn't listen to a word you said. All my bad. Let's move on.
It's fine.
I take 100% responsibility.
No, it's fine. Great. Like I said, I learned a lesson that day, and that's fine. But what I want to say is I want to make sure that he makes it through. What's up, Botan? But that he makes it through the entire time healthy, and he is that guy that he was in 2019 because you see how vital he is to the offense eventually when he got rolling in 2019. So Deebo Samuel, man, just make it through. He's working hard right now. He's posting all his workout videos. That's great and all. But I want to see this offense with Ayuk, Samuel, Kittle, and eventually Jalen Hurd all together. I want to see it all together in camp, and I want to see how this even can confuse guys that are in the same building with them. And I want to see what sort of problems they present, how much pressure they're putting on defenses. I just want to see everybody make it through healthy, but I need Deebo Samuel to be healthy this entire camp and be game 100%, no issues, no foot, no hamstring, nothing at all, ready to go.
I feel like Deebo Samuel is the offense's version of Jimmy Ward. Hell of a player, but broken bones lead to soft tissue injuries. And the way I see what Deebo is last year, what he does is he'll break a bone, he'll be in shape, he works out super hard, maybe too hard, breaks a bone, misses time, comes back, works out too hard, pulls a hamstring. And then it's just like recurring. So it's like a downward spiral that happens. And it didn't happen to him in 2019. It hasn't happened to him since this year. And it comes back to something Jimmy Ward said that I've known about for a while, but both Jimmy Ward, I'm going to say this in a polite way, both Jimmy Ward and Deebo Samuel are very dark. And what Jimmy Ward said is, if you're very dark, you need to take vitamin D supplements because you're not getting enough of the sun's rays in Santa Clara, California. And he gets that. And I think he's realized it's helped him not break bones. Jimmy Ward. Deebo Samuel should be doing the same stuff. I bet he is. And I have a feeling he's going to have a really good year because he's gone through the down. He sees what can happen if you're not on top of all those little things that Jimmy Ward's learned. And he should be there right now. I mean, even Kyle said, like, this is what's going to make or break it for Deebo Samuel is keeping his body healthy. I think he's got it now. If Jimmy Ward knows the key, Deebo Samuel should know it too.
I mean, that's a great point. And you hope that sort of stuff is being passed around. And you hope that's because, you see how important it is. Like, literally in the Super Bowl, sorry, guys, Deebo Samuel was ripping the Chiefs up, and for a long time was the best player on the offensive side of the ball in that game. And he was much closer to an MVP than Jimmy Garoppolo was in that game. And I'm not trying to like dump on Jimmy or anything like that. I'm just trying to explain how good he was in that game and how the Chiefs had no answer for those push passes and those slants. I mean, those slants, the end arounds. So like it's just impossible to guard because he's so good with the ball in his hands. He just needs to put it together and stay healthy. I'm excited to see what this offense can look like with every single person clicking and working. And I think that's really what I mean when I talk about Deebo Samuel.
Will Craig says, I wish we would have made a move for Tavon Jenkins rather than settle for Banks. Bears scored a huge plus for getting him off topic, but just my thoughts. What do you think?
I think that they kind of think along the lines that we're thinking. Banks is a goal domer. Maybe it'll unlock something with Mike McGlinchey. Maybe that the thing that Mike McGlinchey's missing right now is he's missing Joe Staley. And he's missing that leadership that Joe Staley gave him, like being able to go to his room and say, let's go over this again. Can you talk to me? So with the C on his chest, he has to be a leader. And I think that he's going to start to grow into that. But it's good to see somebody who's there, who has been from the same college as him, played in that same scheme. And I think the both of them will collaborate well. And that's another thing to look for. I know this is like, this isn't one of them, but Aaron Banks' progression and how he looks at right guard, if he is the right guard starting, because he wasn't right on during OTAs, right? It was Brunskill, right? It wasn't Banks. Okay, so you know, you don't really spend the draft capital that you do for an Aaron Banks to have him sit. That doesn't make much sense, you know. So it's going to be interesting to see how that dynamic plays out.